good? Alright, so I taught a class in Intro to 3D. It has possibilities in inspin, it has possibilities in anti-spin. We mainly covered the inspin variations and the plane breaks or shifting in which to move into inspin. So what I started with was taking the very typical 4-point flowers we have in front of the body and using the inspin points as points to shift. So a good primer drill to get your arms ready for this is while you're spinning up, stall in, flip it out in front of you, back up, catch it, bring it back out. So you're doing this motion to get used to the in-spin changing. And what from the side that looks like is like this, right? So that's part one. Part two was doing it horizontally. Horizontally is the same thing, same pattern, the 4-point, but you're going to come in, across, and then down. So again, you can come up and catch it, drag your arm straight across, flip it out and let it go down, follow it back up, and that's the beginning of the pattern. So it's just that there. So a stall up, stall across, that's what you're doing. The top's the same way. The top will be the same pattern. You can spin over the top, and either come back and then down, or you can go the opposite way and go in, across, and then back over. So you have both left and right, up and down patterns. After that, we built into two-handed patterns with both hands doing split ops and butterfly. So we utilize the very atypical 4-point flower that's in split op butterflies that most people are familiar with. And we use these points here in the front back, which you can play this little flip over the top, back and forth as a drill to get used to it. And we use those points as a way to shift. So with one arm, what it looks like is if I'm going forward, I'm going to come up behind me, stop, across my body forward, back down. And it's really important that when you come up, you make that point across, stall into you, pull your arm down. So you have this motion, just the same thing we were just doing right here, right? But it's on the side. So one arm is doing this, and I would suggest drilling this both ways. So also coming into your body, back and down, into your body, back and down. And the same thing over the top, like we said. Over the top, across, over the top. Drill with both hands. But when you put it together, this is the bottom portion. So the bottom portion is coming up, in, across, and down.
Having said,
and that is the same in both directions. If I switch my arm, you notice my left hand's in front, right hand, left hand, right hand, and then if you spin, switch, right hand's in back, front. So that's the bottom part, and then we went over the top part, right? And the top part is a little easier because you're not fighting against the motion of gravity of having to stall into yourself. So the top part was this.
I watched Kate's class get massive.
And there's your shift. And I believe the last thing I went over was to give complexity of ideas that you can play with. So playing with simple things like the hybrid you normally come across that is 2-pedal vertical versus a 4-point anti-spin, but instead of doing the 2 vertical beats, doing the inside stall and the plane shifting. So you have a variation of a 4-pedal versus what you have. So you can also do that in horizontal. So yeah, play with all those ideas and mix them up. Thank you.